What up, Vegas Nation and Raider Nation? This is Vinny Bonsignore along with Sam Gordon at Henderson Practice Facility for the Raiders. It's Thursday. It's a day closer to the season opener. The Raiders got a lot of work done today. Typically on a Thursday, you're working on your third down offense, third down defense. So that's what they were doing out on the field. Some injury reports. Trent Brown looks like he's clean. Yep. Full participant today. Richie Incognito looked like he came up with a little bit of an Achilles issue, but he was limited at practice and he was out there. Everything else seems to be leaning in the right direction for the Raiders as far as the injuries go.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want, right? You want to be rounding into health, have some practices where you're a cohesive unit, and it's the perfect time because, as we know, Carolina Panthers on Sunday.
Yep, absolutely. And got a chance to talk to Henry Ruggs and Bryan Edwards, the two young wide receivers, rookie wide receivers. Kind of an unusual situation for an NFL team to be starting two rookie wide receivers. Go back to the history, throughout history, it doesn't happen that often. You have to go all the way back to 2003, I think it was, Anquan Boldin and Bryant Johnson from the Arizona Cardinals. They had a pretty good year. I think it was 1,800 yards receiving, 135 catches, but it was Boldin who had the bulk of that work.
Heavy lifting.
Yeah, but in the Raiders' case, it's not by design necessarily. It's out of necessity because Tyrell Williams got hurt. Bryan Edwards had to be pushed into the starting role. Henry Ruggs we knew was going to be a starter. But the thing is, neither looked uncomfortable at all during training camp. The teammates were raving about him. Coaches have been raving about him. I think there's a confidence that they're going to be able to pull this off. And I'll be writing about Henry Ruggs and Bryan Edwards, and you can download the Vegas Nation app. Go to vegasnation.com to check it out. It'll be posted later on today, sometime tomorrow. And I think the complementary skill sets really help each other because they're going to be able to play off of that. They're going to be able to complement each other and kind of accentuate each other. And I think that the key is the quarterback, Derek Carr, has a lot of confidence in both of these players, so I think that he's not going to show any hesitancy to throw the ball to these two kids when the situation warrants it. We also got a chance to talk to Paul Guenther, the defensive coordinator. Not a whole lot to know about the Carolina Panthers. It's a new head coach, it's a new offensive coordinator, and it's a new defensive coordinator, and all three of those guys were in college last year, so go figure. How are you going to try to get that all figured out? But the Raiders will do the best that they can, and first and foremost is stopping Christian McCaffrey.
That is the one thing that is not new. We know what he can do. 1,300 rushing yards last year, over 1,000 receiving yards. Set a record for receptions for a running back in a single season and posted one of 3 single seasons ever in NFL history in which a player has 1,000 rushing and receiving, joining Roger Craig and the great Marshall Faulk. So he's explosive. The Raiders know what they're in for. They've talked about it all week. John Gruden yesterday, Corey Littleton, and today the coordinator, Paul Guenther, mentioned that, hey, look, he's capable of a lot. Got to know where he is, got to slow him down, and if the Raiders can do that, they have a better chance of being successful this Sunday.
That's the whole thing with Christian McCaffrey. I'm trying to warn Raider fans, he's going to get his. You just don't want him to explode on you and just destroy you with one of those, 200 yards rushing, 150 yards receiving, which he's fully capable of doing.
Yeah, those are the kind of performances that can demoralize a defense. And knowing that, look, Christian McCaffrey's going to produce, he's that kind of player, it's about slowing down Teddy Bridgewater, slowing down those receivers with the Raiders' young secondary. They're going to be tested with all their responsibilities, but we're going to see what they're made of. We're going to see if they're up to the challenge, and if the Raiders can keep McCaffrey at bay, they should have a very good chance to compete and win this game.
As far as travel goes, it's basically take a bus from this facility right here to the airport, get on a plane, fly to Charlotte, get on a bus, head to the hotel, stay at the hotel, and nobody gets to leave, nobody gets to go anywhere. You can't even order food out. Get on a bus, go to the stadium on Sunday, get on play the game, then get on a bus, head to the airport, and then get on another bus, head right back here. You're home. That's it. That's what the NFL is telling players to do. That's what the Raiders are going to do. So they're going to try to keep this as safe and sound as possible.
Yeah, it's all business, strictly business. The protocols so far up to this point have been tremendous, incredibly successful. Far more successful than I'd imagine they'd be, but it goes to show you how stringent the NFL is being about this. They understand what's at stake. I think the players understand, the coaches understand. And Vinny, you're going to be there, and as we've talked about, on our podcast as well, you get it. This is nothing to play around with. these protocols have to be super serious and stringent throughout the duration of the season in order for the season to get complete, and I expect that that's what we're going to see this weekend.
Absolutely, and we're going to be here to report it. Don't forget to download the app, and don't forget to go to vegasnation.com. We got you covered with all your Raider news now, tomorrow, next week, from here at this point on. Looking forward to it, and take care, and we'll see you soon.